Well. This is Rebecca and Rebecca's domain. I think somebody might be asking, where is this lady going today? And what is the outfit for? I think you can see my fascinator and my dress, and it's telling you that I am out to slay at a wedding because I'm an advocate of marriage, and so I plan weddings as well. I'm an event planner, yes. So listen, this is not an advert. If you want advice, if you want to have an elegant, let me say an exquisite wedding, a classic wedding, but at a low cost, just send me a message and we will talk about it. But before that, listen, I'm not here to do an advert, pardon me. I am here to talk about this thing called wedding. This thing called wedding. As an advocate of marriage, I've seen a lot of people. I've planned weddings. I've seen people come out of marriage and it breaks my heart. Sometimes it's as a result of how they started. It's how they planned the wedding. The money that got into it, which is breaking them because there is a lot of debts. There is a lot of money to be paid. And both of them don't know what to do because they just finished their degree. Sometimes the man is the only person working. The lady is not working, but she asked for a huge wedding that the man couldn't afford, and because he loves the lady and he just want to do her good, he goes ahead to do this big wedding, and he's the one paying. He's got his house rent, he's got family to take care of, and he's got wedding cost to also redeem. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, vendors here and there, some of them knocking at your door, others sending you threatening messages, others calling you at odd hours because been picking their calls, and so they want to get their money. They want to pay the people they hired. You wanted about 20 ushers. You wanted a whole lot of things, and they involved some people who are chasing them also for their money, and so they need to do everything that they have to do to get you to pay them the money. That is why I am here. That listen, before I step out to go and coordinate a wedding, because my clients have paid a lot of money, she wants to be on Instagram, on YouTube, she wants to slay, and I can't go anyhow because I might be captured by the camera, and as a wedding planner, I have to look good. Yes, I have to look good, but well, don't mind me. Back to business, darling. This thing called wedding, let's talk about it. I have had the privilege, I witnessed the late 19s wedding, the early 2000s, up until I think, let me say, is it to 2018 or 2016, where everything have changed, that everybody is planning a marriage for the cameras. We rather planning the wedding, not the marriage. We bringing all our savings into the wedding, forgetting that after the wedding there is a marriage. Some of us are putting every money. We don't even have a house of our own. We don't have a plot of land. We have nothing. And we've even gone to the extent of borrowing money from people, getting loans from the bank, because some of us are fortunate to have good jobs, or probably saving with banks where we can go for loans. But weddings are not investment nowadays, because of even how the weddings are being planned. Nobody comes to a wedding with a present, because looking at the things that the people have done, the lighting, the decor, the food decoration, what is the bride or the groom going to do with the wall frame, with with glasses, with plates? Because that is what I saw some years ago as presents when people were coming to weddings. And so if my friend or the person doing the wedding is able to afford all this, then I think they've got their well home catered for, so they wouldn't need my wine glasses or my cups or my anything. So people don't even come to weddings with gifts. But well, as young people, should we kill ourselves because of weddings? Should we do that whilst we don't even have a place to lay our head? Whilst you know that your mom and your dad and your siblings can barely even afford a 3 square meal. You saw a rich man's daughter's wedding, let me speak specifically to my Ghanaian people, Africans, yes. You know, you saw somebody from Ghana saw Despite's son wedding, or mention the names, the names that you know, and you sitting back, it's like, I want her dress, I want the venue, I want the camera that took her photos or his photos because they are beautiful, and you can't even afford it, but you will move helter skelter, you will move heaven and earth to have such a wedding. And at the end of the day, you will be bleeding because you will not have money to pay. And so listen, I want us to talk about this thing called wedding. And I am starting the series. I'm hoping that one of these days, I'll get the old and the new generation. Like, I wouldn't say they are old, the old and the new people to come and sit with me. Let us do a bit of comparison with how weddings were done, whether they are still married, whether they incurred costs, and then we'll be able to come to an agreement. We'll be able to understand that as young people, we don't have to kill ourselves, because the way things are going, it is too much, and we need to know our limits. We need to know that, listen, there are a lot of wedding anniversaries. If we start well, because we're just beginners, we're going to start life. If we are able to start well, love each other, understand each other in the marriage, there will be a lot of wedding anniversaries to be celebrated. So listen, I'm not going to bore you too much because I will be coming your way again. This has been your girl Rebecca at Rebecca's Domain. I don't have to be late for my wedding because I need to give some orders here and there, and I will want to leave you here. This is just something to think about. I'm just leaving you in suspense because we're going to start from the proposal to the makeups to the bridal train to everything, to the honeymoon, then to our homes. We're going to talk about all of that. So listen, until I come your way again, it has been your one and only girl, Rebecca at Rebecca's Domain. Stay blessed, darling, and share this video to a friend, because I will want to talk to that single lady who is planning her wedding, who wants to move heaven and earth to come on social media. Stay blessed, and you have a blessed